what we're gonna do right here is go back. Way back.
What would you say if I told you that the world was flat?
I would ask you what you had with your cereal this morning, if you're feeling okay, and then I would make you set out on an adventure with me to find the edge of the world.
Alright, so what would you say if I told you that the Earth was flat?
Well, I would say it probably isn't because their scientists said it's round.
What would you say if I told you that the world was flat?
It's not true.
How do you know?
Because I took science in school.
Are you sure they were telling you the truth?
Yep.
How?
Good question.
What would you say if I told you that the world was flat?
I'd say you should take a look at the pictures from the spaceships. It doesn't look flat to me. That's what I'd say.
What would you say if I told you the world was flat?
I'd say you're crazy.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Columbus proved it wrong.
How?
By traveling through the world.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
I'd say you're out to lunch, Stephen.
Why?
Because it's round.
How do you know?
Because the sun goes around, the moon goes around.
Because everybody knows the Earth is a triangle.
But the basic reality of God is plain enough. Open your eyes and there it is. By taking a long and thoughtful look at what God has created, people have always been able to see what their eyes as such can't see. Eternal power, for instance, and the mystery of his divine being. So nobody has a good excuse.
We used to be taught that the world is flat. If 400 years ago you said the world was round, people would call you crazy. Now we have proof that the world is in fact round. But back in the day we believed it to be flat because we were taught so, even though it was wrong. Magellan was the guy to test the flat theory out, and he proved it wrong. Today we're taught that God doesn't exist, that human beings evolved from monkeys, a theory that was disproven by the guy who came up with it. We're taught things that aren't true, but we believe them anyway. So how do we know if this God thing is true or false? Well, God has given us proof in this amazing world he created, in people's lives that have changed for the better, in the word written in the Bible, and even by communicating to us directly. See, we need to check things out for ourselves, like Magellan, and not just believe everything we're told. We need to change the way we think, but it also takes faith. You just might disprove what you've been taught about God. You might find out for yourself that he really does exist.